All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I love to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, whose source is 100% true. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to the Akim, whose is truth and sincerity. And shalom to the sincere Aquaf that may be out there watching and learning. It's Brother Yakov from the GMS Columbus camp. And it's just a quick lesson through the spirit, man. We all battle, man, and we've just been going around in my head, the deeper and deeper you get into this truth, the more demons will begin to attack you. All right, the more your past will try to catch up to you. All right, and we all have a past. We all have a time where we were living in wickedness and whatever that may have been. Certain things are, meant to be kept between you and the Lord, of course. But, it's not easy, battling yourself. We know that to be our biggest battle, man. The battle against ourselves, man. It's a heavy deal, man. Not for my own personal testimony. I know, demons been, trying to get up with me, and I know that's the same for all of us, Like I said, we all have a past, man, and there's always something that's like, because at the end of the day, being wicked and living in the world, that's just easy. That's easy work, man. It don't take nothing to go do some bullshit, and whatever the result is, that's what it is, but it's easy, Being in this truth and walking this walk, it takes a real man, the Lord set us up to be able to battle these things, But I just want to start here. Ephesians 2. Start at verse 2. It says, "Wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, among whom also we all had our conversation in time past, and the lusts of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. But the Most High, who is rich in mercy, for his great love wherewith he loved us, even when we were dead in sins, hath quickened us together with Mashiach. By grace ye are saved." See? So, while we, had that time where we was, effed up, man, because, majority of us was all raised up, in the world, in the midst of all these wicked things that go on, But the Lord plucked us out, The Lord plucked us out to be, to stand in our lot, all right? As prophets, Lord willing, that elect, that 1/3, that large multitude, man, we were those, believers before, Lord willing, but that's why it's important to pray and to have a great deal of hope and a great deal of faith, because at the end of the day, the scriptures speak about, us not having a memory of our former lives. Very roughly paraphrasing. Lord willing, that scripture comes to me, but we don't know what lot we stood in, man. And I'll get another scripture real quick. Matthew 22 and verse 14 says, "For many are called, but few are chosen." You see, so while we can speculate that we are those men or women or whatever. We don't truly know. And it's all through the Spirit, man. Of course, we're confident, in the Lord, and confident that we are of that elect, but you don't know, man. All right. And that's why it's important for us to, like I said, pray. All right. And do our best to stay on point, because if we are of that number, we are of the fold. All right. We can't be defeated. All right. And, look up here, so was that what I want? Yep. Ephesians 6. Ephesians 6 and verse 11, it says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. You see? So we got to really gird up, all right, and understand what we're into. We got to understand what we're dealing with. And, at the end of the day, the Lord set up, Satan, the Lord set up these different devices, all right, for it to be a test unto us, all right, to build us up, to help us gain strength, all right, in the Spirit, that we may be able to battle off Satan, man. All right. It's like the scripture speak about the Lord created the wicked for the day of evil, and we know, we can get that too. What is it? Salaki, I just blanked out. Oh yeah, Sirach 2, Salaki. See, this flesh, man. Man, this flesh, man. This flesh ain't it, man. Salaki, man. Sirach 2 at the top. Just real quick. Sirach 2 at the top, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. See? So, the Lord told us, hey, man, when you get into this, man, when I pull you out, when I call your number, all right, understand what you're getting into. Understand that this is not going to be easy. Understand that battle with yourself is going to be hell. Understand that there are going to be things that come in your way to try and knock you out. All right? Just like I was speaking about earlier, man, your past life, man, is your hardest battle because, we lived in it so long. All right? A lot of us can't say we were in the truth longer than we were in the world. You see? Got a lot of younger brothers, and there are even, some older brothers that are young in the faith, so, they spent, 30, 40, 50 years in the world, man, and to be able to try and do a 360 is not easy, I know I was, 20 years in the world before I came in the truth, So it's not an easy walk coming into this truth, coming into the fold, man. All right, but that's why, like that Ephesians 6, man, we got to put on the whole armor, man. All right, and what else the scripture say? Pray without ceasing. All right, we got to continuously pray, continuously come to the Lord, man. All right, and stay away from, these things in the world that are tempting unto us. All right, that have tarnished our lives in past times. We got to stay away from these things as much as possible. You see, because we are constantly in that battle, and that battle is not going to stop till we make it out, man. The scriptures speak about he who endured to the end, the same shall be saved, man. All right, so it ain't no I battle for I battled for 5 years or 10 years or 2 years or a year, and now you just done. Like, nah, man, that ain't how that go, man. We gotta fight to the end. All right, and it's so much easier said than done. It's a lot easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? You can say anything, you see, but can you live up to it? All right, and that's what we got to do, man. We got to show up for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. But I mean, that's really it. I didn't want to make this a long drawn out lesson. It's just been on my spirit. Just battling. You know what I'm saying? Same as all the other brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Battling ourselves, man, and trying to stay away from the things that destroyed us before, man. Because we don't want to lose, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get one more precept. A classic. Hebrews 10:31 says, It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. See? But call to remembrance the former days in which, after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions. See? If we fall in the hands of the Lord, man, it's over. Alright? So the water Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Alright? For keeping us in the battle, man. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta pray and pray and pray that the Lord continues to keep us in, man, and gives us the strength to battle until the end. Because we don't make it to the end, man. We ain't made it all the way through. You know what I'm saying? The game ain't over yet, man. Alright? So, just a little willingness, uplifting to brothers, man. We all battling the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? All trying to beat ourselves, man. All trying to beat this world, and it's not easy, But that's what we signed up for, man. We built for this, man, Lord willing, But with that's it, man. I want to give all praise, all honor, and glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rechaha Kodash. Double honors again to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I say Shalom and the bottom of the ball.